convo. We're doing another part of Can Debbie Cook with my dear friend Lana.
Hi.
So Lana, today we are making easy pho.
Yes. Okay.
I am super excited because pho to me is super daunting just because of all the ingredients.
Right.
But you assured me that this is going to be the easiest thing.
Yes. And I learned this through Instagram. So before, the chicken pho, you have to get the free range chicken and all that. And it was daunting, but now there's a hack. So you want to start?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So let's just go over the ingredients. Of course, our main ingredient is the rotisserie chicken from Costco. We are not sponsoring Costco, but that's where we got it. So I pre-shredded the chicken for you. So all you need to do is just cook the bones. And then after that, we have ginger, onion, rock sugar, salt, fish sauce. And we normally use this pho seasoning packet.
Now that just comes into one packet.
Yeah.
All inclusive, all the seasoning.
Everything with the cheesecloth. So, you don't have to do much.
Oh.
And then also, I like to add extra flavor. So these are spice cubes, and they make it for pho.
Okay.
Sometimes they sell it in maybe a jar. But this one, it's easy. I just throw it in. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then these are like our garnishes after.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Well, that doesn't sound too hard.
No, not too hard. Okay. So what we'll do is first, let's just start boiling the chicken.
Okay.
Throw the whole thing in the pot.
This whole thing.
The whole thing.
Okay.
So if you want,
So
use
do
tongs.
this. So you buy this whole chicken at Costco.
Yep.
And you basically shred it as much as you can with the meat. And
Yep.
then you leave the bones. So you don't get rid of the bones.
No.
You actually use the bones to flavor the soup.
Right.
And you include the skin as well.
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Oh. That's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So all of that goodness all in there.
All right.
All right. So the next thing you're going to do, we're going to let that simmer.
Okay.
And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to slice the ginger in half.
Okay, so this is a whole ginger.
Yeah.
Do you use this whole thing?
Normally I use maybe half of it.
Okay.
So you could break it in half or cut it in half.
Okay.
And then you're going to use one whole onion.
Okay. And do you take out any of the
No.
skin?
So you're going to use that. Or
Uh-huh.
which one are you using? That
This
one?
one.
Okay, so you'll split it in half again.
Split it in half?
Yep.
Okay.
And then for this, you're just going to remove the skin.
Okay, but do I cut the whole thing?
You just cut the end of it
Uh-huh.
so you can remove the skin because we're going to want to keep it whole.
All right. Oh, you want to keep it whole?
Yeah.
You don't want to cut this.
No.
So you
I
just-
normally keep it whole.
Okay, so you remove the skin on
You
this.
can use this as trash.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so and take the garlic and the actual onion.
Yep.
And you're just gonna put it in here.
Careful. To char.
To char.
Yeah.
Okay.
So normally in the house, what I do, if you have a gas stove, I char it over the stove.
Oh, and then you just move it around.
Yeah, I move it around, or sometimes I just throw it in the broiler.
Uh-huh.
So if you have a toaster oven, I use the broiler and I
just put it in there.
I just put it in for 10 minutes and flip it.
Okay.
Yeah, so then it gets that char and it smells good.
Yes,
Right?
I can already smell it, and it smells
Yeah.
so good already.
Oh, so far so good,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So this heats up pretty quick. And some people just throw it straight in and don't even char it. So it's really up to you, but I like that flavoring.
So this whole onion charred like this, and you just dump it in there?
Yep.
Okay, so far.
So easy, right?
Okay, not very minimal cutting.
Yeah.
Super easy. Now I've charred the onion and the ginger.
Yep.
And now I need to bring out again the essence of this packet
Yep.
of spices. So I'm going to take the cloth out and then just dump it in here.
Right. And then you're just gonna lightly toast it.
Okay.
So you can take this, and I just normally move it around so then
Okay.
it doesn't burn.
So what's in this spices?
So it's star anise, cinnamon, fennel seed, clove, coriander seed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I can start smelling this, and this is smelling wonderful, by the way.
That's what you want to bring out.
Yes. Oh my God.
So when you see this start boiling over here, you just want to put it at a simmer.
Okay. Because again, you're not trying to cook the chicken anymore. 'Cause
No.
the chicken's already cooked.
Right.
So you really just are trying to get out all these flavors
Yep.
and mixing them together.
And that's why we use the skin in it, because the skin has a lot of the flavoring in it.
Got it. So now this probably very similar. You just want to toast it,
Yeah.
right?
So it's starting to smell, right?
Yes.
So then we'll turn off the heat.
So this is it right here.
Yep.
So I've toasted it, moving it around because again, you don't want to burn it, right?
Right.
And so take the cheesecloth that it came with and basically just put it in there.
Yep.
Okay, well, this is probably the hardest part right now.
So normally I just pick up the big pieces and then pour the rest
Rest
in.
in.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world if we miss a couple seeds here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do that.
Just
And
be
the
careful.
end.
It's hot.
Okay. So it's just all in there.
Yep, it's all in there, and then
I'm throwing it. It's wonderful.
just
Okay.
submerge it.
And then you just dump it in.
You just dump it in, and that's it. And you let it sit for a little while.
I've added the bag of all the spices. And now here's rock sugar.
Yep.
So you want a little bit of sweetness to
Yes.
it? Does it add too much sweetener? Or?
No, rock sugar is pretty light. I take a couple more if you want.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
3.
That should be good.
Okay.
And then
So
you'll
just
put
dump
some
that.
salt.
And then some salt. When you say some salt,
I just eyeball it. Just
okay.
Yeah.
And I'll just make sure to put in my hand.
Yeah.
See, at least I know to do that.
yeah. There you go. That's
This
good.
is pretty good.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can always add more later.
Okay.
And then towards the end, when we flavor it, we're gonna add fish sauce, which
It's
it's
a little
salty.
sweet, salty. Okay, so
Yeah.
right now it's just a matter of let's just start bringing out some of these flavors.
Yep.
Mixing them together.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, we want the flavoring from the spices to start marinating with all the broth.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
Everything's in
Yeah.
the pot, simmering, melding together, and now I'm going to work on the garnishes.
Yep.
So the first is this onion.
You're gonna just gonna rinse this.
Lana, I'm going to go ahead and transfer this
Okay.
over to here. And let's take that. And so I've cut the onions.
Yep.
And now what do I do?
So now you're gonna cut the cilantro. Yeah.
Okay. So you can either finely chop it or you can rough chop it.
Yeah.
Really up to you.
Sometimes if I'm eating pho at home and it's like I don't want to chop up everything, I just start shredding the cilantro and throwing it in my bowl.
So again,
Yeah.
a pretty, so far, forgiving recipe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very easy, right? Okay. So you're gonna put this with your garnishes, and that way when you separate it, people can pick and choose what they want, right? You don't have to mix the whole thing. Some people are like, I want cilantro, I don't want onions, right? Or,
And then what's next?
so lime, you'll cut it how you've seen it.
This
No,
way?
you'll cut it
This
that
way?
way. Yeah,
Okay.
like in slices.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we're pretty much done with the garnishments, cutting it up.
Mm-hmm.
We're going back to the soup
Yep.
and we're just gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can already
Smell it, right?
Yeah, this is already smelling really good here.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
this is what I normally do. I take a scoop of, a little bit of the broth,
okay,
and then I taste it just to see if it's ready or not. So just a little bit. Yeah.
okay.
So you'll just taste it and see if that's to your liking. If not, we're gonna start adding more stuff.
Okay.
It's hot, so be careful.
Okay, so pretty much just taste it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a little light.
It's bland right now,
Yeah.
right? So we still want the flavoring to come out. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add like 2 of these cubes.
Okay. So again, you had mentioned that this is more of adding the flavor that's already there.
Yeah.
And then kind of intensifying.
Yeah.
So this here is just a spice cube.
Yeah.
Right? That you can get at any Asian store?
Any Asian store. And it'll be near like the other spices as well.
Okay. So basically specific to pho. And does it come with 2 cubes?
It comes with 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just use 2.
I'll just use 2. Yeah.
Okay. And take that out.
With all the flavoring compact into it.
Ooh. Okay.
So you kind of think of it like the chicken bouillon, the little
Yes.
cubes. It's kind of like that, but with the pho seasoning.
Okay. So you just dump it in there.
Yep. And then what I do normally at this time, I put a little bit of fish sauce, just so it starts.
Again.
Yeah.
So the fish sauce. So there's a whole bunch of fish sauce.
Yes.
Out there. What I learned from you and Sammy is this tends to be a preference.
Yes.
Is there a particular reason?
You know, I grew up using this and it's really popular, but I like the flavoring of it compared to the other ones.
God. So I've been obviously getting this,
Yeah.
and it's pretty easy because you get 3 crabs.
Right.
And then, so is there a particular?
I just, you know, just throw it in.
That's a little okay. That's daunting.
There you go. Because later on, you're gonna taste it and add more.
Okay.
So for right now, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do that.
So with fish sauce, when you like normally when I cook with fish sauce, I always use that brand. But if we use fish sauce for like our dips, I use the Red Boat.
Because that's a little different.
Yeah, it
Okay.
tastes a little different. It's just a lot better when you
It's like
use
smoother?
it for dip. Yeah.
Is it more right? So Lana, you've let this simmer
Yeah.
a little bit, about 40 minutes.
45 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you
Alright.
tasted it and you like
Yes.
the flavor.
I like the flavor. We added a little bit of fish sauce just
Yep.
to kind of bring things out. It tastes really good.
Good. Okay, so the next step is we're gonna boil water to make our noodles.
All right, so on the stove we
Yep.
have water waiting for it to boil, and then these are rice stick noodles.
Yep.
Now, are these specific to pho, or
Yes.
can you use other noodles?
So you only use this for pho, and there's also a different rice noodles that are thicker.
Okay.
And then that's in the fresh aisle.
Okay.
So sometimes you can use that, or normally I use this. It's easier.
The thinner one.
Yeah.
Got
And
it.
then they have the dry version as well.
Mhm.
The dry version, you just have to boil it longer. This one is like quick, like 30 seconds.
And you find this at any Asian?
Any Asian market, and it's in the refrigerated aisle.
Okay.
So normally what I'll do is like I'll take a handful and put it in the bowl, depending on my family. So I'm like, okay, each person's like this much, right?
Got it.
And
And,
then
then
we'll wait
it
for
doesn't
that to boil.
expand that much more, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so
Even that might be a lot, right?
just grab.
Yeah.
So, you know, Lana, as I was thinking about this is a pretty forgiving dish.
It is.
Sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
And in regards to the ingredients, and I feel like this is pretty cost effective,
It is.
right?
Here you have 3.
So I just wanted to show you guys, we have 3 bowls here, and we still have quite a bit of noodles.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're gonna save it for later. And so now the water is starting to boil, right?
Yep.
And then after we boil the water, before I normally put the chicken like in the microwave, but you can also put it in the water to submerge it real quick to like warm it up.
Got it.
Because after that, you'll take that and then you can use a strainer like this,
Mm-hmm.
or normally I just throw
Dump
it in
it
and
in.
then use tongs to take it out, whatever is easier for you.
Okay. Dump it
Submerge
in?
it in. Yep.
Okay.
And then I wait maybe like 30 seconds.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's not even like, oh,
Yeah, see?
okay.
Right?
So I have the noodle, the chicken,
Yep.
and now I want to take my broth that's been simmering here,
Mm-hmm.
and you take the strainer
Yep.
because you don't want all that.
Yeah, you don't
Oh,
want
right.
and sometimes the bag, the seeds come out. You don't want any of that. I mean, if you like it, go
Ooh.
ahead.
Okay.
So see, it's all getting all that stuff out.
And you just pour it in.
Yeah, so traditionally, regular pho, you have to like skim out the gunk on top, but this, you're just straining everything.
Got it. Okay. And that's it?
Yep, that's it. And then now, you just go ahead and add your garnishes. And you're ready to go.
Oh, wow, perfect. So again, here is my bowl of pho, noodles, chicken, and the liquid soup. And it's up to me how I want to do this. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of onion. Again, I just threw in some of the onions. I'm going to go ahead and grab some green onions, a little bit of my cilantro, and then here is again that Thai basil. And here I'm just taking leaves, right?
Yes.
Same thing with this, right?
Yep.
And then I want to do a line. Okay.
And then there's hoisin sauce and sriracha that we normally use in our pho. So,
Okay, so
again, preference.
I'm going to take a little bit of this, and then I'm going to take some sriracha.
Yep.
To give it a little bit of that kick, right?
You know, in Vietnam, they don't have that brand.
Really?
Yeah, it's just their own like chili brand. And so when we went to Vietnam years ago, I'm like, where's the sriracha?
No, like what are
And
you talking
Trump's
about?
like, you know, it's like from America. I was like, but you would think they would import it over there. It's like, why would they import it? They're Vietnamese, you know, they're from Vietnam.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I just mix it in,
Yeah,
and then that's it.
that is it. So now you just gotta try it.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and taste the soup first. Oh man,
See,
Oh.
you could do it.
I can't believe I made this. And I'm going to try some of this noodle. Mmm,
Good job.
easy pho. Dude, this is so good.
See, so easy, right?
I can't believe I made this.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now you can make it for your husband, your family.
So Lana, thank you so much for teaching me easy
You're
pho.
welcome.
I feel like I can do this on my own. And thank you for sharing it with our viewers. And please let us know in the comments if you've tried it, your thoughts on it, and also for my next episode, please leave some comments and give me some suggestions in regards to my next episode of Debbie Can Cook.